All right, it's good to be getting back home, and play in front of our fans after a couple road games. Got a great opponent coming to town, the Packers. I have a lot of respect for them, their coaches, their players, and we've got to have a great week of practice starting today and start building towards Sunday. Can answer any questions you have.
Kirk, in your initial study of their defense, what has made them so effective this year, even with the fact they're missing a couple of their big playmakers on defense?
Yeah, I think it's a credit to the depth they have, the scheme, that it really is great team defense. When you look at some of the players, again, who I have a lot of respect for, who aren't playing, and then the production they've had, it says a lot about their unit. So great challenge for us. We'll have to have a good week preparing to put a good plan together.
What's it like just personally to have Garrett back in the building? And then when it comes to work, do you know, is he going to work in with the offense again, or how's that going to come together?
Yeah, it's great to have him back. He's ready to go, and just had a great walkthrough, and he's ready to go.
Is he back with the starting offense?
Yeah, he was with us. Yeah.
What did you appreciate about Mason Cole's presence the last 2 weeks?
He was really the same guy he's been since the day he got here, and I'm sure since before I've met him when he was in Arizona. Mentally, it's not too much for him. Understands, the run game, the protection game. Can handle it, and he's played a lot of football in this league, and it showed in the last 2 weeks in the way he's played and the way he's prepared and handled what's been thrown at him.
Dalvin just talked about it, all the ups and downs you guys have had this season. You're still only like half a game out of the playoff race, and you have a win over Carolina, which is ahead of you. Just how do you feel about your positioning? Is it still all there for you guys, you think, potentially?
There's just a lot of football left, and I hate saying it again and again, but it's going to be the case probably until the last couple weeks of the season. As long as there's football games left, you really have what's up ahead is what tells the story far more than what's behind. So with this many games left, you just have to keep playing, take it one at a time, and be building and becoming a better football team as we move through the year.
Since you've been in the league, is this about as much parity as you've seen, just with like league-wide, every single team now has at least two losses at week 10. That hasn't happened. It's like 4 times ever that's happened.
I don't know about records or differences. I've always felt there's a lot of parity. I've always felt games come down to a play or two. I've always felt the margin for error is really small. And I remember when I was a rookie and I was drafted, and I was sitting there watching 2011 Washington film. Washington had not made the playoffs. New York won the Super Bowl. Washington played them twice as division opponents, beat them twice. So a team who's won 5 games and is sitting at home in the playoffs beat the eventual Super Bowl champion twice. And that was my lesson as a rookie, that it's any given Sunday, anybody can beat anybody, and you got to have some things go your way. You got to stay injury-free. You got to, have things happen that kind of propel you forward. But the margin for error is very small.
Have you noticed that the other teams are paying a lot more attention to Jefferson, and what does that do to what you're trying to do passing?
I think it's week to week what teams want to do, how they want to defend you, and what they want to focus on and take away. And it'll change week to week.
What do you remember about last year's game? I mean, you guys are 1-5, or the last time you played the Packers, you guys are 1-5. Nobody gave you much of a chance, and you guys got the victory and kind of saved your season, started at least a bit of a run there. What do you kind of remember from that standpoint?
I just remember, the weather was tough. It was a windy day, cold day. Remember Dalvin made some spectacular plays for us. Thought our defense did a tremendous job, and found a way to get a win. But anytime you play the Packers, it's going to be a hard-fought game.